Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome to False Heart, the latest in SigmaSuccour's False series, and the latest in my series of playing SigmaSuccour's games long after I discover he's made a new one, because something immediately comes up that causes me to delay playing it for ages. Such is life. So yeah, this is False Heart. Part 1, apparently. There's no part 2 yet. According to the itch.io page, False Heart is a short psychological visual novel-ish game about an imaginary girl, in parentheses, friend of a boy, and her struggle with letting him go, so he can move on to something more real. Apparently, this is basically Succour's origin story. Interesting. Playtime of minimum 25 to 45 minutes, but with a question mark. So, judging by our previous experiences, that probably means we're going to finish this game in about 2, maybe 3 hours. Let's get started then. Huh. Oh. Interesting main menu. This SigmaSuccour has some very strange main menus, doesn't he? Oh. Above in heaven, there is a park. A park full of God's flowers. When a child is born on Earth, a flower is too, in God's park. What an odd coincidence. And when a flower is pulled out, a child is... It's... Oh hey! Back here. We're back here, just like in... Right, False Spaces. That's what it was. We're back here upon that platform in the sky. A sky block, if you will. Here we stand, above it all, in a castle in the clouds. That's odd. Why just pressing Z on that? Whatever. Huh. Should we go back in the closet? Nah. Oh, that's peculiar. Ah, here's our fainting couch. Ooh, gallery. Music albums. Lyrical songs about what happens in the game. That seems like it would be spoilers. Oh, locked. Clear the game to unlock. Yeah, fair enough. 3D scene images seen throughout the game. Complete Elise's route. There's routes in this game? Has SigmaSuccour decided to dip his feet into the dating sim genre? gateway. Let's step through then. 1. Imaginary. You're not really here, are you, Salik? Where even is here? Is any of this even here? First child. Am I crazy? Huh. You can't give up. I don't know anymore. Stop introducing us to others, and don't talk to us around other people. Huh? What's wrong with that? But then I'll definitely become crazy. Talking to imaginary people only when you're alone is crazy. I guess. Right, that's why you keep trying, and telling others. Is the problem what people say to you, or is it what you say to yourself? Someone will believe you. There's no one. Someone won't be enough. Even my friends never did. Get better friends. They were just acting all this time. Get better friends. Then they were never your friends. Don't listen to liars. If they can lie about believing, then they can lie about disbelieving. But if I don't listen to what they say, I won't have any friends left. We're your friends too, right, Salik? Imaginary friends. You're not real. Well, they're imaginary friends. So of course they're just in your head. But why on earth should that mean that they're not real? Isn't your head real? If not, then maybe you're the imaginary one. They'll go away if I ignore you long enough. Now that's entirely baseless. Hey, don't say hurtful things like that. And where will we go? What? So you're going to kill me, Salik? No, No. No. There's no one here! Why are you forcing your mind to agree to everyone else's? I'll close my ears and repeat. There's no one here. I am here! Are you annoyed because I talk too much? I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I just like talking to you. There's no one here. I'll shut my eyes and repeat. There's no one here. There's no one here. There's no one here. There's no one here. Yeah. Keep repeating these words over and over and over again to yourself, as if it'll change anything. Now that's insanity. Everyone knew, and everyone lied. Two, function. I guess you two never went away, huh? I was thinking, if you're a bug or a feature in my brain, then I realized it doesn't matter, since you're always around me. A bug or a feature, it's what you make of it, I guess. It's certainly not a literal bug. Well, I guess I can't hear you right now, since I've been ignoring you two for years. Wow. Anyways, since you're around me, I'm going to make use of you. Very, practical of you, I suppose. Feels like a waste not to. Previously, I had you two perform as my imaginary friends. I have enough real friends. So that's not what I need you guys to be anymore. What I want is different and opposing views. Whenever I'm thinking about anything, I want you to be different voices that help me think through things better. The way I figured I'd model what you say is, one of you will be the voice of my brain. The other one would be the voice of my heart. So what my brain thinks, one of you will say, and what my heart feels, the other would say. This way, I feel I would be able to better manage my thoughts and feelings, something I've been struggling with. It would also be good if I can see you more clearly, and not just as blobs of color. I could use the character creator from this game I've been recently playing. So let's see. I'll use this character creator to design how you two look. A girl or a boy. I can do one of each. I'll have the heart be a girl, the brain be a guy. Yeah, that's... The heart shall be a girl, the brain a guy. Okay then. Let's start with the heart first. Why the fuck did you give me the choice then? Okay. Oh right, I should give you guys a name too. Brain and heart? That sounds ridiculous. It doesn't have to be actual names. It can be any two words, really. Or more than that. Or less than that, it could be two letters. Oh! Sigma and Succour! Those are two cool sounding words I can use. Oh. So the profile name came before the characters then. That's interesting. I mean, I'm never quite... I'm never quite certain, because some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff in these games makes me wonder, like, how much of this is actually either autobiographical or, more likely, in some way analogous to an account of the person who made this life. But if the profile name did come first, then that just raises the question of where the profile name came from. Although Sigma and Succour, they do sort of make sense as names for these characters, beyond simply being two cool sounding words that are from the guy's profile name. Because, I mean, Succour's the obvious one, because, you know, it's a bit of a slant, but there's an obvious connection between the heart, in the sense of, well, how people colloquially use it, and the concept of succor. Sigma's a bit more of a slant, but if you think about it, because Sigma is of course the 18th letter of the Greek alphabet, and the Greek alphabet is often used for mathematics and such. And Sigma is used for a couple different things. For one thing, it's used as notation to denote the sum of elements in a sequence, but it's also used as a term referring to the standard deviation of a data set, i.e. how spread out the data are. And yes, it's data are, not data is. Anyway. There's an obvious through line between, you know, the stereotype of the brain and mathematics. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's better than you'd expect from two random cool sounding words. Which is of course why I was unsure as to which came first. Beyond simply, you know, not knowing. Let's go with that. Let's just go with that. Sigma and Succour. Might as well. Hair is where the personality of a character is concentrated at, I feel. Clothes, something dark yet colorful would suit my heart best, I think. If I have the heart wear glasses, maybe I'd take her more seriously? Heh. I'll start by selecting her hairstyle first. Okay. No, too long. No. 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 Too short. Maybe? Nope. Nop. Too rowdy. I think you meant to say nope there. Oh, this looks cool. Straight, short hair with one eye covered? I'll go ahead with this hairstyle. Nope. Feels too royal. Too haughty. Alright. The heart is usually represented with red. So that's what I'll color her hair as. Blonde? No. Brown? No. Black? No. White? No. Purple? No. Red? Yes. This looks perfect. Blue? No. Green? Looks cool, but no. Heh. Maybe later. Pink? Cute, but no. This looks pleasant, but it's not red. No. I feel tempted to pick this one. But no, it's gotta be red. Alright. Looking good. Okay, now to decide on her outfit and accessories. Alright. Looking damn good. And all done with Succour. Next, I'll design Sigma. Sigma has to be opposite to Succour. What's the opposite to Succour's red? Well, the classic thing to use is blue, but... depends on the shade, really. And since Succour is wearing dark and colorful clothing, perhaps Sigma can wear... Ta-da! Oh yeah! Now that's a damn dashing dude. So Sigma, so Succour. Later you decide to have me show these emotes made out of text. Yeah. Well, they can't all be good decisions. Is it bad that somewhere along all this, I stopped doing them? Yes, you're an evil person for stopping it, and you will burn in hell forever. No, it's perfectly fine. I'm not a huge fan of them to begin with. When was that exactly? When did I stop being his heart? Just because you've changed doesn't mean you've stopped being you. Jokes. What is it you wish to do? To hit the ball, simply stand below or behind the spot where the ball is about to land. Okay. Okay then, I assume I'm playing as Succour? The greatest Giga Chad in all of volleyball? Oh yeah, you're gonna regret stepping up to her, Salic. It's time to kick some Salic ass. It's time to kick some Salic ass. La 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 la. Prepare to suffer. Ha! Ha! Come on, you bastard! Drop! I definitely dropped that button, but alright. Ha! Eat shit! Even though it definitely hit the sand there, I still apparently won by Sigma's count. That's Succour 1, Salic a big ol' goose egg. Now I just gotta... Not... Shit! Gotcha. Huh, come on. Drop one, you bastard. Drop one. Huh. Yes! Sucker 2, Salic 1. Now I just gotta keep it going until the counter ends, I guess. Huh. Huh? What's wrong, Salic? Am I beating your ass too hard? Sucker? You were picturing me in a different outfit. So how about I change for this occasion? Hi, very tall woman. Hey kid, I can play with you if you want. Ask people around next time, if you don't have friends to play with. Hey lady, I'm his friend! Oh, I get it. It's a cross, because she's cross. Ha. I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm sure you are, but... the world is too full of life for you to be playing by yourself against a wall. Hey, screw you. The world is bountiful with many a resource. That doesn't mean we have to use all of... that doesn't mean we have to use all of them all of the time. Just because there's bountiful life all out there doesn't mean that it has to be around here. No, no? So yes, yes? I need an adult? I am an adult. Go ahead. If you're not feeling tired, then go ahead and play with her. And beat her to a pulp at it! Since you clearly can't beat me! Sorry, I'm feeling a little tired now. So maybe next time. Thank you! Salic, you chicken! Safe. Ta-da! Summer outfits! Too noisy. Too crowded here. Makes it harder to think clear. Yeah, know what you mean. Let's find a quiet spot to sit. You, mister, get enough quiet at home. Plant your ears to the noise sometimes, so your brain can bloom. Right, I should... A flower that blooms like everyone else is a flower that is doomed with everyone else. Suppose that's true, if a bit grim. It isn't a bad thing to wither in a garden, surrounded by other flowers. Not so certain about that one. It isn't a bad thing to be left standing. Yeah. At the end of the world, only you remain. Someone has to be around to carry out the burying. Deep. Just because you rhyme doesn't make what you say more important. That's not what the brain thinks. Just because you speak in childlike dissonance doesn't make what you say any more innocent. Grrr. Don't make me bite you, Siggy. I wonder, what has Mother been up to? I should go check on Mama. Maybe she needs help with something. Oh. This is interesting. Huh. Man. One thing I will say about these games, even if you're one of those people who isn't a fan of the actual story and themes and such, you know, bozos. The shit that that SigmaSuccour does with the engine is fucking cool. Like, not all of it actually works. Not all of it actually really works for me. I wasn't a... I'm not a huge fan of some of the experiments he's done, certainly. Even that volleyball game was kind of janky, I'll admit. But I appreciate that he tries, you know? Because that's one of the things about RPG Maker games, is that... but a lot of them really don't. They use the tools that are given to them by RPG Maker and don't really do much to actually innovate on them. And so a lot of RPG Maker games can wind up feeling very samey, mechanically speaking. Hell, a lot of them don't even use the RPG elements. which I find rather amusing. Although the RPG genre itself is yet another poorly named genre. But never mind that. It's nice to see people actually just doing utterly crazy shit with it. Like, I mean, this perspective is already really interesting, but I mean, like, look at the fucking effects that it has. That all of these games have had. Anyway. I'm sort of rambling at this point. Look, Salik! She has those yellow demon eyes. That's a bit rude. In a surprise of finding something alluring, a heart that carries doubt starts accusing. I didn't make it up. Besides, I do think her eyes look pretty cool. See something interesting, Blue Eyes? Busted! Yes. Your yellow eyes. Oh? Are you curious about them? About why they might be called demonic? It's an interesting thing to start a conversation with. She can read your mind! Demon confirmed! Or maybe they're not actually in your mind at all. And people actually can hear them. And see them. And know that they exist. I don't know. I'm curious, yes. I don't believe you. Huh? If you're truly curious, Blue Eyes, about the secrets of our eyes, then you'll have to prove yourself. What can I do? You say secrets, I hear dark knowledge, demon. Prove how? What would you like me to do to prove myself? What would I like? I like the way you think, Blue Eyes. So caring for what a girl wants and likes. So, I'll give you just that. To prove yourself curious, and to have me educate you, make an offering. Bring me something from around this beach. Like, what? Whatever interesting you can find. People let go of small things on the beach all the time, and then they leave. Only for others to pick those things up the next day. So rejoice, Blue Eyes. Today is the next day. That's true. I'll look around, but it's usually trash. Don't worry. What matters is your effort in looking around and finding something. So I won't be picky about what you bring. I bring sand! What if I can't find anything? Then that'll be a sign from God that you're not supposed to know. Okay, I'll look around. What an odd conversation. Aha! This slide! I'll bring you that. That slide is a bit rusty. Well, it is on a beach after all. Probably not very well maintained either. The heck is this? Peculiar. Oh, hey! What? Vegeta, what does the scouter say about the sun's power level? It's over 9,000! Mama? Done playing already, darling? Just taking a break. Thought I'd ask if you needed anything. What do I need from you? I need you to grow up fast. That's a terrible thing to wish on someone. I need you to become strong and successful. I need you to be rich and buy mommy lots of fruits. Then, I need you to bring home a nice girl and have lots of beautiful children. Yes, okay, I'll go do that today, then. All of that. Should only take me a few minutes. Also, I'm going to need a big garden. Where the children will play, and I'll grow my own fruits. Can you do all that for me, darling? Yep, okay. I'll go do that right now. Should take me not but a minute. You thought you were getting a side quest. You thought you were getting a side quest, huh? But where do I even start? Wasn't it to grow up fast? How do you grow up faster? Generally that happens because of horrible trauma or neglect. Or having to be responsible for others. Usually in combination with the other two. Stress? Yeah, exactly. Sigma, you can sum it all up with stress. Exercise! I guess that's also true. Milk. Sure. By drinking a glass of milk every day. Sure. You've bought into Big Dairy's propaganda. I feel like you used to drink some every day, but got sick of it and stopped. Round 2, then? Okay, I'll try. Again. Now that's what I like to hear. Say, how about we go grab some milkshakes right now? Alright. Wait, why do you want to grow up faster? You've already grown up. You drink milk to grow faster? I drink milk to live longer. I thought we die when it's written. So do I have to keep drinking even after I've grown up? Well, even though you're right about that, and we'll die when it's written, there's something we do that can change that. Though, it's not drinking milk. What is it? What we give of ours to others, the sacrifices we make, that can change what has already been written, and help us live longer. Drinking milk just keeps you healthy, as you live a longer life. The world works in an inverted way. What we expect to happen when we take, happens when we give away. Suppose that's true from a certain point of view. So that's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work. But reality is often disappointing. And hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Mama? Maybe because the lives I've... doubt... No more talking about ending lives. God wants us to do what he does and create lives. And to help create lots of lives as a grown-up, you need to first grow up. So let's go get you some milkshake. Yes. Want to hold hands as we walk to the shop? I don't need to do that anymore. I didn't ask if you need to. I asked if you want to. Do I want to? Look, it's really big and really soft. Don't you want to just reach out and grab it? Okay. Yay. Let's go. Ah, goddammit, I still haven't... Mama? Why is she just standing there like a stone? What if she's having a heart attack? A heart attack? How do I heart defend? No. She's mumbling something. Einar? Is that a fruit? Ugh, she's grabbing my hand a bit too tight. She's tensing up. What should I do? Wait it out? I say, shout! I shall shout in 3, 2, 1. Genocide. Genocide! Huh? Shout what though? Peanut butter! Oh, okay. Let go! Mama? What's wrong? Huh? What? What's that? No. Hmm? Well, that was peculiar. Anyway. You alright? I'm sorry, darling. Can you leave me alone right now? Go play some more at the beach. I'm sorry. Are you just going to leave her alone like this? No. Yes, apparently. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, the trouble with statements about how, you know, good things will happen to you when you give, or that when you give of yourself to help others and all that, you'll live a long life and all that sort of stuff. The trouble with all those things is that the obvious next logical step is that when things are going horribly for you, or when your life is shortened, or when people around you die, then that of course means that you, or they, have clearly just not been doing enough. Or doing some awful shit somehow at some point. And that way leads to, well, hastening death, really. Guilt is the mind killer. Regret, especially aimless regret like that, where you don't even know what you're guilty about, is a terrible, terrible thing. That's the trouble with all poorly formed coping methods. How easily they turn to yet another stick to beat you with. Oh well. Found a heavy chain. Now we chain the demon up and beat the secrets out of her! Wait for them to betray the deal, before damaging oneself to make them squeal. God damn, sucker, you're hardcore. Ah, fuck. Yeah, here we see some of the issues with this viewpoint. Anyway. I found a chain. No, I found... metal. I could wear this. And with some polish, I could even make it shine. Good work, Blue Eyes. Now, time for the lesson you've earned. Yay! Give up your ears for my words alone, so the lesson can reach your heart without postpone. For hundreds of years, there has been a saying about people born with yellow eyes, that we can communicate with the devil and his demon minions. Can you? No, you idiot. My mama told me. She tried to, since she was constantly bullied at school about it. She wanted to ask some demons to help her take revenge on her bullies. Whoa! What happened with her next? She never spoke with a demon. Instead, she started to become one. As she was about to do something really demonic to her bully, an angel stopped her. Wait, really? An angel? It was a beautiful girl she had never met before, and yet she knew what my mama was about to do. This angel, this girl, helped my mama and brought her back to being a human again. So is that it? A history with figurative angels and figurative demons that people spoke about as if they were actual and real? It was ever thus. I'm glad your mom got out okay in the end. Me too. She told me that story, so I never ever tried communicating with demons like she did. And to explain that what people say about us isn't true. So to answer your question, if I can communicate with demons, I can't. So then, where did the rumors start? If you're curious, then go ahead and ask me that, Blue Eyes. Oh, so then, where did the rumors start? My mama wanted to find that out, so she became a historian. And not just any normal one. A super historian! What's the difference? Presentation! She became the kind that is an expert at figuring out how much a story from the past has been changed or corrupted. Don't governments kill those kind? Ha! Mayhap. And then, after many years, she figured it out, Blue Eyes. The true history of our family, and the secret behind our eyes. History and secrets that by now have been twisted, to the rumors that we hear today. This is getting exciting! It's gonna be something really small and lame, isn't it? And completely unexciting. What did your historian mama find out? You're not going to believe this. She found out that... Oh, oops. It seems that like your offering has run out. God damn you, Sherazade! Run out? It's right there. You're wearing it. Yes, and it has run out of all its mojo. So, if you want me to continue educating you, Blue Eyes, find and bring me something else, and make another offering. But why? I already proved myself. This feels so unfair. That's only because it is. Unfair? You know what's unfair? Sharing things with you my mama told me to never share with anyone else. Things she spent her years of her life figuring out. For which you can't even spend a few minutes searching for some trash on a beach. Humph. You're not worthy after all. I take back what I said. I'm sorry. I'll go look around again. Hang on. Ooh. You're a speedy bozo, aren't you? Ooh, hello. I find a rubber duck. It should be found, a rubber duck. This is how it all starts. First you sacrifice a rubber duck, then a real one. And next thing you know, Selleck, you're sacrificing human babies! Anything demonic you do in pursuit of forbidden knowledge will keep you fooled and curious, and forever its hostage. Okay. Like you wouldn't be down for sacrificing human babies, sucker. I found this. Humph. Is she angry? I heard you said sorry to her. She keeps taking everything you bring her, Salik, and then she wears it over herself. So, compliment her looks. That's gotta be her weak spot. You look cooler and cuter wearing those. Oh no. Complimenting someone comparatively is always a toss-up. Sometimes they might take it as a compliment. Sometimes they might think, oh, are you saying I didn't look cool before? How dare you? Anyway, maybe I was too harsh on you, Blue Eyes. You do keep proving yourself again and again. Okay. I was sort of praying you come back empty-handed this time. But since you found something, it means God wants me to continue sharing. God is an important subject in what my mama discovered. So keep that in mind, and pay attention. 4,000 years ago, there was a family that was deeply devoted to studying, worshipping, and figuring out God. Child after child in this family was a big-brained scholar of spirituality, of scripture, of God. So famous and known, people from halfway across the world knew about them and could recognize them on the spot. How did people recognize these scholars of God so easily? Because almost every member of this family had bright yellow eyes. Oh! Eventually, God rewarded this family for their hard work and worship, as their children started being born with the ability to hear angels and see the unseen. This blessing was meant to increase this family in their devotion and worship, but instead it ended up doing the opposite. Instead of training their newborns on generations of their own literature and discoveries, they started to rely too heavily on their ability to communicate with the divine. Yeah, that seems like a pretty predictable result. You'd think an all-knowing God would have seen this coming, but oh well. This is where it all went downhill. They started to share less and less of their knowledge with others, and became more secretive. Instead of using their higher knowledge to help others, they started to use it to accumulate more power for themselves. After achieving a lot of power, becoming lords and rulers, they started claiming themselves as chosen ones. And then they started claiming to be prophets. And then, at the end, one of them even claimed being God himself. I think you mean one of them even claimed to be God himself. That is as downhill as it gets. I can see how it could get worse, but yeah, just about. The way they changed so negatively after gaining higher knowledge and becoming the opposite of what they had preached before. People started to assume that they had to be communicating with demons and not angels. Ah, so that's where that came from. Correct, Blue Eyes. Soon after one of them claimed to be God himself, they lost their ability to communicate with the divine. God took it away. Soon after that, people overthrew and punished them, and took away the worldly power they had gathered as well. And of course, as a curse and reminder of what happened, thousands of years later, me, a descendant of that family, still gets called a demon sometimes. Yep, because religious people are all about sins of the father, or in this case, the distant ancestor. It's one of their worst traits. I'm sorry. Sorry for calling you a demon again and again. I'm curious. You said your mama didn't want you to share this with anyone. So why did you share it with me? Oh, you're sharper than I thought. That, Blue Eyes, is the last piece of history that my mama discovered on this, about why you are so special. Huh? What do you mean? If you want me to keep talking, then you have to make another offering. God damn you, Sherazade. Ah, I'm on it. Okay. Then where? Oh. Oh! Oh! You could offer a nice looking flower from here! Girls like red! I'll bet. Weren't you just warning against sacrificing life? Plants don't count. Just look at Cain and Abel. It's only a small flower. Does it really count? If only you had yellow eyes. Maybe then you could hear their silent cries. This place is chained off. I don't think I'm even supposed to be here. It's poorly chained off. If they really cared, they'd do a better job of it. Abort mission. Aww, are we really going to return empty-handed? Better empty than bloody. It's a bit dramatic. Maybe a flower from here? There's some nice red flowers here. Maybe a blue flower with red thorns. Steal the fire hydrant. Okay then. So, find anything? Don't think there's anything to find unless I'm missing something here. No. That's some odd. That looks kind of odd. Anyway. I could give you I could give you my blood. No. I couldn't find another offering from the shore. You know what that means, right? You can still just go ahead and tell me, can't you? If a blessing isn't how God wants you to use it, then the blessing becomes a curse and gets taken away. I'm not going to repeat the same mistake my ancestors did. Right. Tell me your name, Blue Eyes. Salik. Then, in honor of your offerings to me, Blue Eyes, I shall name this ducky after you. Are you putting salt on my wound? I'm putting a band-aid. I'm going to go now, Blue Eyes. Thank you for a fun day at the beach. And I mean that, Salik. Thank you. Let's go sit down somewhere away from people. Don't want to talk to anyone. Wait, hang on. No, okay. What the heck is that? I sure hope that... It's like there's some fucking wheat or something growing in the shore. I sure hope that's not the offering I was supposed to find. No, pretty sure I walked over that. Oh well. Yeah, let's go. I wonder, how is someone born into this world? Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much, or are very drunk, you're asking as if people are created before a woman gives birth. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a process that happens over the course of insemination and growing in the womb and all that. So, yeah. Depending on what you mean by created, it could happen anywhere from 9 months before the woman gives birth, or when the egg is formed in a woman's body, even, depending on how expansive you want to make it. Maybe only part of a person? What part, though? If not destroyed at death, then was it ever created at birth? A soul? Or, I know, a person's feelings? The heart? It's the soul, you dummy. Well, I disagree. I mean, some might say that's distinction without a difference. One could say there is no distinction between a person's soul and a person's mind, which includes a person's brain and heart and whatever else contributes to that person's person, I guess. I guess that's an idea. If a soul already exists outside, then a womb works as a channel, I think, for it to be born into this world. Mothers sure are magical! The next question, is there something other than a womb that channels a soul into this world? That depends on what sort of life forms you think have souls, because a lot of animals and plants and such don't have wombs at all. And then there's, of course, advances in cloning, which is its own can of worms. Although not at all for the reasons most people are thinking of. If you want to get really expansive, for all we know, fictional characters have souls. Hell, for all we know, we're all fictional characters in a story, and our souls are birthed by the author. Or maybe, I don't know. Is there some... What would that something look like, or be called? A soul channel? A mummy? Or a gateway to life? Huh. It does not escape my notice that that spectral figure of Shalak earlier had the word gateway on it. Perhaps he does indeed contain multitudes. Oh, a gateway to life. That sounds interesting. I'll start looking up if I can find anything on this topic. Gentle ladies and gentlemen, it was on this day that it all started. The murder. The apocalypse. The start of the end of the world. When in search for the gateway of life, Selleck triggers the apocalypse. Oh, that was what she was getting at. Guess we were on the same wavelength there, sucker. Now, looking back at this day from 10 to 20 years into the future. What do you have to say for yourself, mister? I'm sure I'll have lots of fun causing the apocalypse. Ooh, pure evil. You can bring a few back when everyone's dead. Sigma? Why? Do you think everyone's going to die? Oh, weren't you the one talking about everyone dying? Don't you know, sucker? Ugh. My head is starting to hurt. So is mine, oddly enough. Huh? Sorry? I'm not sure what you mean, Siggy. Not you. I meant the sucker from 10 to 20 years into the future, looking back. Huh? How did he... A good question, sucker. Not a wise one. A joke. It was just a joke. But the questions he asked that day... How is someone born into this world? Is there something other than a womb that channels a soul into this world? Did Sigma already know about what happened to us? Maybe you all did. Maybe you all did all along. And and Sigma was just the only one willing to look. No, he couldn't know something that me and Salik didn't. And why do you assume that you and Salik didn't? I mean, I joked about it too, without knowing that it is what will happen. Without knowing, is it? Then where did the idea come from? I mean, I know where the idea came from for me. Do you? Isn't this funny, Sigma? That our lives ended up being our jokes. Except someone took us seriously. Yeah. My head is starting to hurt, and this video has gotten long enough. It's already well over the highest time frame for the minimum time, as expected. And we're, let me see, not even halfway through, I don't think. So, wrap this up here for now then. Because I am long past the days where I would just let a video go on indefinitely until the game stops me. I remember the dark days of my Thief 1 and 2 playthroughs. Anyway. Well, I'm not really sure what to say, aside from that SigmaSuccour continues to refine his skills in ambiance and such. God, I could just drown in this game's ambiance. But without any further ado, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and so long, suckers.